Dave, I know when you look at the offense, obviously there were a lot of big numbers and just big innings, but when you kind of break things down, for Kyle Tucker to have the 3-hit game, for Dalton Rushing to have that big home run, I mean, was this just one of those games where you saw not only guys get going, but you were able to see just kind of the confidence boost in some of these guys?
I thought so. I think, namely, Kyle, that at-bat that he had was a pivotal at-bat. Seeing a lot of pitches and ending that at-bat with the cutter homer, that was big. Getting another base hit later in the game, and just had good at-bats. And obviously Dalton, broke out with a homer. That was good to see. Freddie continues to do what he's doing. But I just thought up and down the lineup, pitchers duel early they opened with the starter, with the opener, and then took us a couple innings to get to Vasquez. But yeah, we broke out big, and Yamamoto did his thing, and it was good to just get him out after 6 innings and turn it to the pen.
You guys checked on Dalton early. It seemed like he had winced after maybe one of those swings. Is there any concern there? He obviously played through the game, but is there any concern there with him?
No. He, after that wince, that swing, he assured us that he was fine, finished the game well. He'll be down tomorrow. I think we came out of it okay.
This is 2 really big offensive games on the trip, kind of down in between. When you're having a big inning like that, do you ever sit there and think, boy, it'd be nice if we could do this spread out a little better?
I do think that. I didn't think that tonight. It just doesn't. You can't. They don't carry over. But it was good to see. I think that the energy was good. It was good to tack on, and Mookie continues to surge, so that was fun to see also. A big homer right there. Thought we ran the bases well, continue to play good defense. But yeah, you like it to be spread out more, but, fortunately, that's not our choice.
With Mookie, when we spoke to him a couple days ago in Minneapolis, he kind of said he was kind of reluctant to say that he felt like he was back, just because every time he's felt like it, it's kind of gone back. But now as these games kind of start to pile up now, and I think he's gone about 2 weeks, kind of like looking like this, and homering the last 3 games. I mean, does it look like he's back?
He does, and I say back because I just think that there's more intent with him in the batter's box and a lot less indecisiveness. And so for me, if he can kind of have that kind of proactive approach and aggressive approach, then everything else is going to take care of itself. So yeah, like I said, he's just not as in between anymore and getting some good swings off.
Again, in Minneapolis, I know you kind of talked about, you wanting him to kind of be, I guess, conscientious of the fact that the pitcher's aware of, who he is, right? Do you kind of see that more now? That, when he comes up to hit, that the pitchers are kind of that's Mookie Betts? Yeah,
I do. And I think that it starts with his intent. When he gets in the batter's box, and you saw it last night with Walker, the first pitch homer, and I think now he's stepping into the box ready to hit. And then when he's doing that, then I think pitchers start to feel him a little bit more.
What did you see from Yoshinobu tonight? What worked for him tonight?
I thought the split was really good. I thought the fastball command was really good. I thought he got a little too cute in that 6th inning. I felt with the big lead and going to cutters and splits, behind the count when you had such a good lead. But I thought the first 5 innings were fantastic and still had a great outing.
Dave, how do you think Kyle Tucker has handled sort of the numbers not being what he's accustomed to so far?
I think he's handled well. I mean, he's frustrated, certainly, but he hasn't run from the work. Even last night after the game, he was in the cage, on the last bus, hitting in the cage after the game. He's not running from playing. He's playing good defense out there. So you hear the word grind a lot. He's grinding, but it's good to see him have some success. And I just like that one at bat tonight where there was just compete. It wasn't about mechanics. It was about just getting the job done.
Does he often hit after games?
I think he's done it a few times this year. Not very often. But yeah,